Hey Forest fans, Max Newton here, giving you a quick preview of Nottingham Forest away at Brentford after a brilliant 3 points on Wednesday night against Brighton. We've got to keep up that level of performance, especially the second half performance, which I thought was tremendous. Obviously, it's a very difficult game, but I think it's a winnable game. Brentford, nothing to play for. Are they on the beach? Ivan Toney is probably too busy putting some bets on things that he shouldn't be putting bets on. Thomas Frank's probably too busy checking out the expected goals and all that absolute nonsense that he bangs on about all the time. What we want is end of the match, 5 o'clock. Thomas Frank's complaining that they actually won the game because they had more XG and all that rubbish. So it'd be brilliant if Forest could take the same team that started against Brighton into this game. Obviously we can't because Nico's out for the season. Don't know what's happening with Musa. I'd really like us to keep that same formation. I think it worked really well away at Villa. I think it worked pretty well at Liverpool, and it worked well against Brighton. But have we got enough central defenders to play 5 at the back? I don't know. So it might depend if Musa is actually available for this game or not, or maybe Kouyaté plays in central defence. But I like Kouyaté. I like him when he comes on. I think he really adds strength and steel to that midfield. And I wouldn't mind a midfield of Danilo and Kouyaté in there. I think that could work really, really well. I think the front three keep the same. Maybe a question that maybe you might rest Brennan. I think what we did against Liverpool was rest Brennan in order to give a bit more coverage, a bit more backup of the defenders. But he's our main goal threat, so I'd expect him to start with Morgan Gibbs-White, Taiwo, and Brennan Johnson up front. Obviously, they're danger man. They've got a number of danger men. Ivan Toney is a big one, and Buemo, a number of others. They're a really good passing side. I expect to see them have quite a lot of the ball again. But I'd really like us to play on the front foot. Our game plan will be to let them have the ball and hit on the break. But we've got to have a bit more control of the game than we sometimes do when we play away from home. My fear is that often we play away from home and we allow sides that aren't in great form to play themselves into form in the first half an hour of the game by sitting back and letting them have too much of the ball. So I think if we can just sort of play perhaps 5 yards further forward, close down like we did in the second half against Brighton, try and throw Brentford out of their stride, because I think once they get into their stride, they're a really dangerous team. So I am going for a Nottingham Forest 2-1 away victory. Goals by Brennan Johnson and Danilo. Come on, you Reds.